Last night, guys, the $5 play of the week, which happened to be my play as I was going for winning day number 15 out of 20, the run line underdog release on the Arizona Diamondbacks. It wasn't even close. I mean, you talk about a blowout loss. They gave up 6 runs, and I think it was the 3rd or the 4th inning, and that was it, game, set, and match. I know it went to extra innings, and Seattle eventually won it to 12-9 final, but hey, look, 1 minute went to extra innings. I knew it was lost. Really, when they gave up the 6 runs in the early innings, I knew that game was lost. But I got to be honest with you. I would rather get blown out with a run-line underdog than have gone down in flames like every single handicapper that had the Oklahoma Thunder, and I think most of the betting public that had the Thunder last night, when you saw Russell Westbrook go from potential hero to absolute GOAT in a span of about 40 seconds with 2 of the dumbest boneheaded plays that you can possibly imagine. First team I covered as a reporter was Philadelphia 76ers. It was back 82, 83, right around that time. Maurice Cheeks, who ironically is, I think, assistant coach with Oklahoma City, assistant coach to Scott Brooks. He was, without a doubt, the headiest point guard I ever came across in all the players that I covered in that decade that I covered as sports as a reporter. I mean, he wasn't an all-star in the classic sense. He made a few all-star teams. He wasn't going to be a prolific scorer. But the guy had court awareness. And that's what you've got to have, court awareness. 1, if you're the point guard. 2, anybody that's on the floor in that type of crucial situation. What was he doing fouling Mario Chalmers? I mean, seriously, with 5 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock, after getting the tip there that Oklahoma City was not able to come up with, Miami comes up with the ball and he fouls him? I mean, you talk about a boneheaded play. And that's what you've got to live with Russell Westbrook. I mean, exciting. He literally carried the Thunder back into that game last night. But potential to be the hero, turns into the biggest GOAT. All his own fault. I mean, absolute boneheaded plays. I thought the announcers let him off easy. Now, the guys on the 4-letter network, they did not let him off so easy. But anyway, guys, the only 2 handicappers that won last night, Matt Rivers and Chris Jordan, as they both had big plays on the over in last night's contest. I think. Nope, let me correct myself. That is going to be Matt Rivers and Chuck O'Brien. And it's a good thing we're talking about Chuck O'Brien here because it's going to be the charity play of the week, guys, and I'm going to get you all the details in just a moment. First of all, Matt Rivers last night cashing in with the 300,000 star play on that game going over. 21 out of 34 winning days now for Matt Rivers. Today, baseball winner number 9 out of 10. Which also happens to be his 2,000 star winner, number 6 out of 7 on the Cardinals and Tigers contest. Also, Chris Jordan, the number 1 baseball handicapper at this site the past 3.5 years. A $1 bettor has won $11,747. $11,747 today. Second biggest baseball release of the season. 600 star winner, number 3 in a row, Minnesota and Pittsburgh. I think number 2 in a row. I happen to, the first one of these was last week, the Giants on the run line when Matt Cain pitched the perfect game, I think it was. And I gave you that one as the charity play of the week. Next one was the Rangers on the run line on June 16th. Today, second biggest release of the baseball season. 600-star baseball winner, number 3 in a row. Listen, I'll get to your free picks in a moment, but it's going to be the charity play of the week. We've won it each of the last 2 weeks. Last week it was Matt Rivers, in fact. Okay, Chuck O'Brien is the number 2 winningest baseball handicapper here at the site. Number 2. Matter of fact, let me just give you his profit and loss statement. That's weird. Wow, it's really close. Going back to 2009, Chris Jordan has made his followers $11,747. Chuck O'Brien has made his $10 bettors $11,672. We're talking $70 difference between these 2 guys. That's it. $70. Do you realize if you've been following Chris Jordan and Chuck O'Brien the past 3.5 years in baseball, you would have made over $23,000. I mean, that's pretty damn impressive if you ask me. And they are just among a handful of handicappers here that have had tremendous baseball seasons the past 2 or 3 years. Well, here's the deal, guys. Today, Chuck going for baseball winner number 8 out of 10, his interleague game of the year, and it's 50-dime winner number 2 in a row, Cardinals and the Tigers. This is stronger than last night's 30-dime NBA winner on the Thunder and Heat over. It's twice as strong as his most recent 25-dime baseball winners on the Mets over the Orioles 2 nights ago and the A's over the Padres 4 days ago. And keep in mind, Chuck also on a red-hot run with his complimentary plays, 62 and 38. Now again, the charity play of the week, something that I started about 3-4 months ago. I guess really back in March. Once a week, I find a handicapper that has a big play. I give it to you for free, and I'm going to give you the coupon code that you'll get to play for free. If the play wins the next day, right here under the video, I will post a link with a charity of my choice and ask you on the honor system to make a donation out of the goodness of your heart. Because as I always say, I believe karma is something that you create. It's not something that's dropped off at your doorstep. And again, it's the honor-based system, total anonymity. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are going to do. I soak up the loss in revenue for the company and take care of the handicappers. You get to play for free. If it wins, I post a charity of my choice. If it loses, hey, we try it again next week. And by the way, FYI, guys, I'm doing this every week forever. This isn't a summer thing. This is going to be in football season, basketball season. Matter of fact, I started in college basketball season this year. So here's the deal. Chuck, baseball winner number 8 out of 10, 50-dime winner number 2 in a row. If you buy it, it would cost you $60. Instead, you can get the play for free by using this discount code, Chuck60. Chuck60. That's how easy it is, guys. C-H-U-C-K, his first name, and the number 60. You enter that when prompted in your shopping cart, and that makes your total cost $0. If you happen to be a first-time buyer at the site, guys, it takes you about 90 seconds to create your account. You go, you hit the Buy Now button, you put it in your shopping cart. You'll see $60 put in for your price. You use the Chuck60 discount code. It takes $60 off, gives you a net of $0. You get the play for free. You get his analysis, everything. I think the game goes at 7 Eastern, guys, so you ought to make haste there and get the play. Again, that's the charity play of the week. Let me give you a couple of free picks here. Tonight, I am going with Philadelphia and Joe Blanton. That's a scary proposition if you're a Phillies fan. Joe Blanton, prior to beating Minnesota with a complete game effort on the road in his last outing, his previous 5 starts, well, his earned run average was 9.91. In other words, he sucked. But going to go with the Phillies here, minus $1.45 at home, because they have owned the Colorado Rockies. They've won 12 of the last 14 regular season meetings at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia between these two teams. They're on a 23-5 overall series run, regular and postseason combined. Blanton, as I said, last start at Minnesota, very strong. 7 strikeouts, 7 hits, 1 run allowed and going the distance in a 6-1 victory. Meanwhile, you know the Colorado pitchers, because for some strange reason, they've gone to a 4-man rotation here. For a bad team with young pitchers going to a 4-man rotation, you got me. Bring back Jamie Moyer. All their starting pitchers are limited to 75 pitches right now. Have you seen their bullpen? It sucks. Probably worse than Joe Blanton. Listen, White has a 6.48 earned run average in 3 road starts this year. His overall earned run average is 5.56. That's the nice things I can say about him. Had to leave his last start against Oakland after 4 innings after giving up 4 runs, 7 hits, and 4 walks because he had a blister on his pitching hand. Last night, the Phillies won 7-2, only their 4th win in 16 games. They snapped a 6-game home skid. That's why it's a free pick, guys, and I'm not putting my own money on it. But still, they have dominated. And listen, the Rockies have lost 3 in a row, and I think 11 of their last 12. They've only scored 3 runs in their last 3 losses. Hell with them. Let's go with Philadelphia. The other play, I'm going to go with the Nationals on the run line, plus $1.10 with Strasburg on the hill tonight as the Nationals look to break out of a 4-game losing streak in which they batted .204, scoring a total of 10 runs. But look, this is their ace, you know? He's 5-0 with a 2.79 earned run average in his last 5 starts. The team has won 11 of his 13 starts this season, and in 8 of those 11 wins, they've won by 2 runs or more. That's good enough reason for me to take him on the run line tonight. Meanwhile, Chris Archer getting the call because Jeremy Hellickson is injured. Archer, not exactly setting AAA Durham on fire. 4-8 with a 4.81 earned run average in 14 AAA starts. Last game the Nationals won was the game Strasburg started at Toronto last Wednesday. Rays have won 5 straight on the road, and they've averaged like almost 7 runs a game. But you know how the Rays are. Today they hit, tomorrow they hit, and the next 7 games they score an average of 1.2 runs a game. Lousy lineup. Lousy lineup. Nobody hits for average. The power is inconsistent. I'll go with Strasburg tonight. Once again, Nationals on the run line. Phillies, free pick, charity play, Chuck O'Brien. Good luck, guys. Catch you again tomorrow.